Due to the weather, many neighbors are dealing with damages to their homes and cars, and they're asking for help.
The Red Cross is opening shelters and dispatching relief teams. Join us live to talk about the efforts of the Red Cross for help relief is Angie Grajeda, the District Director for Disaster Response. Thank you so much, Angie, for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, Angie, tell us about what's happening at the Disaster Operations Center.
Yeah, so I am up here in Jackson, Mississippi, working with our team that's focused really on the north half of the state and watching as the storm comes through Mississippi here in the north, and working closely with our emergency management partners to help ensure that there are shelters available for those in this area.
And how long will shelters be open?
Excuse me?
How long will shelters be open?
We will have shelters open until the need for those shelters is gone. And so we're really paying close attention to the track of the storm, where it is going, and also watching those power outages to make sure that people have a safe place during this event.
And tell us how people can help you all.
Right now, people that have a need, we really want to make sure are calling 1-800-RED-CROSS so that we can really understand what those needs are. And then as we move forward in this event, if there are local needs that we need to be helping with, we will be probably in need of some volunteers, as we always are. So redcross.org and volunteer your time.
And this is a storm that is really going to be affecting people, especially with the power outages that we've seen, especially in South Mississippi. Tell us, have you already received calls for help?
We have received over 100 calls on our call line. A lot of people evacuating, also a lot of people that evacuated earlier last night and are still looking to see if it's safe for them to travel back home or where they need to be planning for the next couple of days.
Mm-hmm. And how do you exactly help the people who need it?
So right now our focus really is on sheltering, making sure people have safe shelter and food while they're in that shelter. And then we will continue to do some damage assessment, probably beginning tomorrow, as it's safe for our volunteers to be out on the road.
And if people want to train to be a volunteer, how can they do so?
Again, redcross.org. They can volunteer on that website. And also most of our training is now available online once they become a volunteer. So they're able to do that training at their own time and get connected with their local resources there.
Do you have any safety tips for people who are not evacuated, who are in their house, but they have down power lines around their area?
Definitely stay away from those down power lines. I think that's been a constant message. If people chose to stay home, hopefully they were prepared before now and have access to water and food and have a way to make sure that they have safe access to medical care if they need that. Obviously, if there's an emergency, 911 is the best route to go. But before leaving their home, we would hope that they would double check the news, make sure that it's safe to be outside, and really pay attention to what those alerts are.
And before we let you go, how can people contact you if they need your assistance?
Again, 1-800-RED-CROSS is our phone number, and that is being routed to our local calls. All those local calls will be routed here to this response itself, so we'll be able to reach back out to people.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Angie, for taking a moment to spend with us. I know you're busy, but we definitely wanted to get the word out that the Red Cross is here for folks.